Hey everybody, my name is Mike Nagoda, and I'm a Toronto blues artist. I'm signed with Rope Records in the US, and I'm working on my second record called Outside the Box. So I got my start playing guitar was a little bit different. I was born with cerebral palsy, and that made things a little bit limiting for me. I started on piano, but eventually I moved to guitar. But I couldn't play in the regular way because it hurt my hands. So I took up slide, but I found one slide too limiting, so I heard about this guy. He's now become a good friend of mine named Brian Coberry. Came up with this idea of playing two slides. So I put one on my middle finger and one on my thumb, and this allows me to get all sorts of chords and fun stuff, and it's really freed me up and allowed me to play the way I do. I made my first record on Rope called Parliament. It was a concept album about post-apocalyptic Canada. I made that with my friend Nathan Beaupre, and now Nathan and I have teamed up again to make this record, but we also have the really good fortune of working with Grammy and Juno award-winning producer Chris Birkett.
Hi, my name's Chris Birkett. I'm an international record producer, won multi-awards, just got a Polaris Prize for the Best Canadian Album, and I'm very happy to announce that I'm going to be working with Mike Nagoda on his new album next year, in 2016.
I met Chris when I was doing a gig at Lou Dogs here in Toronto one night.
I was just invited down there by a friend, and I didn't know he was on, I just found out, and I went down there. I was totally overwhelmed. After the gig, I sort of went and said hi to him, and I said, let's do some recording together. So just coincidentally tied up with the fact that he's going to do a new album, and I'm here in Toronto, so we're going to start recording early next year.
And he came up to me, and he said he really dug my sound, and we got to talking, and it turns out that we just kind of really clicked and really worked well together. And I'm just really excited to be working with somebody of this caliber. I think it's going to sound phenomenal when it's all said and done. This record is kind of special to me because I'm an openly gay artist, and there's not a lot of openly gay blues musicians out there, and there's certainly not a lot of people writing about blues from a gay perspective. So, there's going to be some of that on the album. I think it's going to be one of the, maybe the first time or one of the few times that somebody has, written original material like that. So that's really exciting to me. I'm just lucky to be on a record label like Rope that believes in me and supports what I do. That's really rare these days for an independent artist. I'm also fortunate to work with some really great local artists and some international artists as well. I've got my mentor Brian Coberry appearing on the record with me. I've got my very first guitar teacher, who's a Hamilton blues player named Frank Cosentino. He's going to be on the record with me. And I've got my buddy Liam Ward, who is an award-winning harmonica player. We're flying him over all the way from Swansea in the UK to be on this record. And Liam was on Parliament, and if you've heard the harmonica playing on Parliament, what Liam does is phenomenal, and everybody who's going to be on this record are top-notch players, and by the time it's done, we're going to have something really, really, really special. That's where you guys come in. I'm really grateful to my fans and the people who support me. The total budget for this project is, it's big. I'm asking for, just over 22 grand. That's a lot of money, I know, but that covers things, like half of that is for the recording, and then the rest of that, covers things like publicist, mixing, mastering, getting the album printed, photography, video, all sort of stuff like that. So to start, we're going to set the goal at $2,000. It's small, but we want to kind of start small and build, and that will help, take care of, paying a couple of my band members, and then we can build from there.
We need your support too for this. Record labels don't have the finances anymore to put money up for projects. Artists have to find their own money, so the fan base support is really, really important. If you can help out with this and help us fund this project, we will get an incredible album. Mike is a super talented musician, and I'm really proud to be working with him.
I just want to say that I feel really fortunate to be doing what I do. It's not every day that you get to do what you love, you know, for what you do for a living, and I'm really fortunate to all the fans like you guys who are out there to support me and believe in what I do. So anything you can do to help this project along, I would be so grateful, and thank you so much for your support. I love you guys.